Hello, my fam, old and new. This has been an amazing week for my channel. Thank you, Trisha Paytas. The views have been up. So whether you like it or not, I will be talking about Trisha later on in this video, including her return to adult work. I'm also going to talk some other YouTubers, including the Dobre brothers and some controversy there, plus a lot of mainstream news like the Matt Lauer craziness, as well as Drake exposed by his father and Drake fighting back, son versus dad. But I want to start off today with the reason why Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott broke up. We now know, and it may surprise you, or maybe it won't. According to reports, Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott broke up because she wanted to have a second child with him and he did not want to have another child with her. And I think that should be applauded. My initial thought was, oh, I'll just give her a child. But no, if he doesn't want to have a child with her, it's for many valid and important reasons. Maybe he thinks Kylie Jenner is a bad mom. Maybe he thinks he's a bad dad and doesn't want to have a child in this world where he feels guilty over being a bad parent of. I'm a believer that one amazing parent is more than enough. Like one phenomenal, exceptional human being of a parent with great support like a grandmother. Or other people, or a friend, or an aunt, or whomever it is. You know, I clearly don't think that a child needs your traditional mom and dad, but it's his choice. And it was a big enough issue for Kylie Jenner to say, now go, walk out the door, don't turn around now, you're not welcome anymore. And there you have it. That is that. I was surprised. I would have thought for sure it was the trust issues. And those remain. But the bigger issue is Kylie wanted a second child, which makes sense. You know, if you have a kid with somebody and you're still dating that person, naturally, not everybody, but most would want to have somebody else, another child with that father or mother. Speaking of fathers, Drake's father is setting the record straight, according to him, on Drake's upbringing. Many of you know that Drake has claimed that his dad was an absentee parent. However, his father, Dennis Graham, has taken to an interview with Nick Cannon to counter that. Drake's dad says, I've always been with Drake. I said, Drake, why are you saying all of this different stuff about me? This is not cool. And Aubrey goes, Dad, it sells records. Okay, well, Drake has responded to his father, who basically calls him a fake. And in the hip-hop world, I mean, I would say Drake definitely has, at this point in his career, he's fully accepted and embraced in the hip-hop world. Maybe early on when he was doing the whole singing and rapping thing, I'm old enough to remember. I think at the beginning, very beginning of Drake's career, there was a little bit of hesitancy, but that kind of faded away real quick because he got great cosigns like Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj. So, and then eventually, others, everybody started co-signing Drake. Now Drake's the one doing co-signing, but Drake responded to his dad saying, woke up today so hurt, man. My father will say anything to anyone that's willing to listen to him. It's sad when family gets like this, but what can we really do? That's the people we are stuck with. Every bar I ever spit was the truth, and the truth is hard for some people to accept. Well, the truth is also your truth, Drake, and your dad's truth is clearly different. Not that the truth is subject. It is the subject. Well, is the truth subject? As Lizzo says, truth hurts. I mean, the truth is subjective, and it's usually somewhere in the middle. But Drake has a relationship with his dad. I see him partying with his dad all the time. You know, I like that he said these are the people that we're stuck with. I feel the same way about my family, at least my core. My extended family, it's a bit of a bummer. I mean, partly because I don't live. I love this. I love it. This is like I'm just a sharer. My brain starts sharing everything with you guys. I'm not as close to my extended family because, first of all, my mom has so many cousins upon cousins upon cousins. Her father had 7 siblings. There are so many. And actually, my mom's a little bit like my sister. Like I was about to say my mother's maiden name, but she does not want that out there. I was going to say there's so many blanks all over Miami and America and the world. Um, if I was in Miami, I would be closer to them, go to family get-togethers and hang out with the cousins that are around my age. Especially there's a couple of gay cousins. Oh my God, I even have a second or third cousin that's a drag queen. I want to meet that cousin. I don't think I've seen him in decades, to be honest. I don't even know if any of my relatives watch my videos. They probably don't. But that one drag queen cousin, I just want to meet. I'm not going to say his name, but all right, there's that Drake story. On to a story I teased at the beginning as well, the Dobre brothers. I have actually interviewed them. And you know what? I'm going to link to the interview here. Linking to the interview. Watch that Dobre brothers interview that I did. I'm not going to talk any smack about them because I appreciate their time and that they came here to chat with me. I'll say, you watch my interview with them and you tell me what you think. It wasn't the first time that I've experienced, I don't know what it was. We just maybe didn't vibe or connect, or, maybe they were tired. They didn't know who I was. It wasn't a glowing moment. And they've been accused of not treating their fans very well. There's a video that went viral of the Dobre brothers on tour. They're a popular YouTube family with 4 young male brothers. And they do gymnastics and I don't even know what they do on tour. I've never seen them on tour. But there was a video that was taken of them being really dismissive to a fan at a meet and greet. And meet and greet tickets are not cheap. The cheapest meet and greet ticket for the Dobre brothers is like $75. Which, I mean, it's not that expensive, but still, $75 for a photo? I want you to at least smile. They weren't smiling. They didn't even acknowledge the girl. It was just stand here and take a photo. And it was all so awkward. And one of the brothers, Marcus, apologized. No, Lucas apologized, saying, quote, no, wait, okay, no. One of them apologized. Who cares? I don't want to get it incorrect because I like being accurate. One of the Dobre brothers says, we just wanted to apologize after a long 48 hours of restless filming and touring, then meeting thousands of fans with no sleep. We were exhausted by the end of our show. Our true apologies. We are sincerely sorry. Well, take this as a teachable moment. Learn from this and move your meet and greets to before the show. Have your high energy before the show when you meet people, or maybe that's not the best idea because then maybe some people might leave and not stick around for the show. Like some people might just want the photo and then bounce. Like a lot of these YouTube tours, people just want the photo, to be honest. And more than that, they want, It's mainly young people that do this, that go. That's why, I don't think I'll do a tour like this because my audience isn't teenagers. Yeah, maybe one day. I don't know. I feel like I need to really think of something big or do something other than just. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. No, 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 no. Ahora no, mi amor. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100%. Usually I like cameos, but I can't have any cameos today. I can't make today's video super long. Oh my God, I haven't even gotten to Trisha yet. Okay. I'm getting ready for Cincinnati and just dealing with life and things. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to just move on. Learning lesson, teachable moment. All right. Before I get to Trisha Paytas, I need to get, yesterday, there were I don't think I have ever gotten more people super chatting me than I did yesterday during my premiere on YouTube. Thank you, Teresa Moreno. Thank you, Cynthia Ejiogu. Thank you, Your Monster. Thank you, Ana Mar. Thank you, Kevin Murphy. Thank you, Perez, my fave. And thank you, Susan Marie. There's some others that I will thank later, but you guys are amazing. Your support makes me feel supported. Thank you. That means they super chatted me, that they hit the dollar icon beneath the chat during the live premiere on YouTube. No, the video is not live. I already recorded this, but it's me live chatting with you guys. I live chat on YouTube only. I upload the videos in full on Facebook as well, but I'm not live chatting on Facebook. Facebook sucks. Yeah, I said it. I'm still having beef with Facebook. All right, I said at the beginning of the video that Trisha Paytas has returned to adult work. That was a bit of a tease, and not inaccurate, but not necessarily accurate either. Like, she's never stopped doing adult work. Some people just maybe aren't that aware of it. But Trisha makes a lot of her monthly income by having an adult rated private Snapchat that people pay money to see her do things nude and a lot of things do to herself. And using all of the attention around her this week, she, of course, made it a point to promote that adult Snapchat. Smart. Make that money. I see no problem with adult work and her doing that. Although I retweeted the photo on my Twitter, and if you look at this one photo where she's bent over from behind, there's just such a sad, empty look in her face, in her eyes, an emptiness, a deadness there. Poor Trish. She did a stupid interview with TMZ where she claims that her female anatomy down there is a male anatomy. I can't repeat what she said because, although, you know what? I just had a flashback. If you're a top YouTuber, you can get away with a lot. If you're the Dolan twins, you can do things that other YouTubers can't. There was a while that I was getting demonetized on YouTube. So I had to really be cognizant of everything from how I spoke, what I talked about, how I talked about it, what I linked to. And I noticed in the Dolan twins video, which was monetized, they were cursing up a storm. Doesn't that go against, I'm not trying to like, I just wish YouTube was consistent with their policies. Like, can I curse? Can I say the quote that Trisha said? Maybe I'll spell it out for you guys, and maybe leave like one letter out to like outsmart the computer. Trisha said a CLI bank or a CL blank T is a DI blank K. Does that make sense? And by the way, Trisha, it's not. It's not an N-word out. No, it's not. She also claimed that coming out as transgender helped her dating life. She also posted another video about it all called I'm Questioning. She is now relabeling herself. She still stands behind and claims that she's transgender, but now she claims this is the last video that she is going to be making on it all. I watched it, so you don't have to, but maybe you did. Either you did or you didn't, and you just want to hear my recap. This is what I have to say about that. She's insane, but we know that. That's kind of, and actually, you know what? Like, I think I am her audience, but I'm transparent. I rarely watch YouTube videos, except for the ones that make news or that are really appealing to me. Like that Dolan twins one. That was really appealing to me for whatever reasons, while the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson is not. So I don't watch all of Trisha's videos, even though I find her hot mess action appealing. I find her to be more interesting to me and captivating than Tana Mojo. Tana does not do it for me. But Trisha insists that she was not trolling in her trans video. Sure. She's really working hard throughout her I'm Questioning video at portraying herself as a victim. She also insists that she's not going to transition. She's not going to switch pronouns. She's not going to start dressing like a guy. Because she's not transgender. And she says that she's not comfortable in her body now, and she probably wouldn't be comfortable in a new body. At least we can agree on that. And there were some interesting things that are great. You know, one of the good things about the whole Trisha mess is that it gets people talking about these issues, which are important issues to talk about. Like, she even brought up the issues of gender and sexuality, and that's not who she is, and how she feels lost, and she doesn't even know who she is, and alluding to all of the trauma that she's experienced in her life, and how she just wants to belong strongly to a group of people. That's why she's labeled herself every letter of LGBTQ. She's literally gone through every letter. I'm surprised she hasn't come out as intersex yet. You don't know what intersex is? Google it. I don't want to explain it in an incorrect way. She even is trying to throw her therapist under the bus now, saying getting help has made me more confused than ever. But she insists that she's telling the truth, and it's her truth, and how she bought clothes after her recent shoot, and how boy clothes made her feel good, and blah, blah, blah. And I think she's watching my videos. I know she's watching my videos because of some of the things that she brought up in this questioning video, letting us know that she does have friends, but she doesn't have a lot of self-love. She has a lot of self-hatred. And she wanted to remind us that she stopped trolling years ago. That's a lie. We all know that's a lie. She's been trolling in 2019, 2018. I even posted a video yesterday about how she stopped identifying as gay just last year. 80% of what she does is a troll and acting. She says she considers herself to be a member of the LGBT community. Oh, Trish, thank you. I appreciate you. You are good for my views. Don't change. This I have to be very careful about. I will not link to it, but and actually, it's not even a great topic to really get into, so I won't. But I will talk about it. I will say, I believe Matt Lauer's accuser. And there's just, hopefully, but whatever. You know what? I'm sure she regrets a lot of her decisions that she's made. Like, she said that she regrets continuing the relationship with Matt Lauer after this alleged incident in the Olympics. But also just like a big lesson to you all. And I will have this conversation with my kids when they're in their late teens, 18, when they're getting ready to go to college. Your colleagues can be friends, but don't get wasted with your work friends. Just don't do it. Especially, if you're covering the Olympics and you're all at the hotel, don't do 6 shots. Oh, God. Everybody's just driving me crazy today. I'm not saying I don't believe her. I believe her. I'm not saying she deserved it. She didn't deserve it. I'm just saying, don't do shots with your coworkers. Some people might disagree with me on that, but not me. You should read the excerpt from Ronan Farrow's book. And you should also read Matt Lauer's Denial, because he does also bring up some interesting points. He insists that it was consensual. He insists that this woman, was trying to get money, not just from NBC, but trying to get a book deal of her own and yada, yada, yada. It's all just unfortunate. Let's do a palate cleanse, shall we? Because that was some heavy stuff. Miley Cyrus is in the hospital, I think for tonsillitis, though she hasn't officially confirmed that it's for tonsillitis. And she's now official with Cody Simpson. She called him her boyfriend. Miley is so public with Cody Simpson. She shared an Instagram story and captioned it, "Boyfriend coming to visit me at the hospi." First of all, hospi is so stupid. Don't call the hospital hospi. Secondly, she's been posting a lot of photos and video from the hospital, which I don't even know. I don't know. I'm not that bothered by it, but I see that a lot of you all have been bothered by it. So I'm just voicing your voice. That is part of my job, to be your voice as well. Gosh. Hopefully it's just allergies. He came, he serenaded her, and Miley is already helping Cody with business. She is saying that he performed the song that he wrote for her, arrived with roses and his guitars in hand, hashtag I'm not crying, hashtag you're crying. And then after she heard the song, she said, "It's too special to only be heard in full by my ears, so I am currently pressuring him to drop it next week, and it's working. Hashtag golden thing." I don't know, I think it's kind of sweet that she's so happy with him. So good on her, and good on the very good folks who super chatted me yesterday. Thank you. We are beautiful and sick. Thank you, Jeffrey Mara. Thank you, Adriana Lynn. Thank you, Janny Cullen. Thank you, Linz Ryan, and thank you, Natalie Burns. Natalie Burns, Linz Ryan, Janny, Cullen, Adriana, Lynn, Jeffrey Mata, and we are beautiful and sick. You are all beautiful to me. I appreciate you all. And also buy some merch at buypopstuff.com. That's buypopstuff.com or in the merch shelf underneath this video. I'm gonna keep this brief because most of you all probably don't know who she is, but I could not get enough of this Colleen Rooney story. She is the wife of this British footballer, a soccer player, and somebody was selling stories about her to the Sun newspaper in the UK. So she set out to find out who was selling her out, because she had a private Instagram account and that she would upload photos and talk about her life on there. So she started to create fake stories and post video and photo and showing it to only one person. And lo and behold, that one person started to sell those fake stories, like going to Mexico for gender selection surgery for another baby. And it turns out the woman who was doing this is the wife of another player, Rebecca Vardy. Oh my God, delicious. Agatha Christie, eat your heart out. All right, actress JAIME PRESSLY. Most people probably don't care about her, but I find this story interesting because she did something that I don't think I would ever do. And also because I don't believe this. Like, I love all my children with every ounce of my fiber equally. All simultaneously at the same time. It's like they're all me. Like, I love you. You are me. I love myself. Like, I don't love one any more than the other. She's got 3 kids, twin boys that are 1, and then another one that's, I think, 12 years old. She wrote an Instagram caption saying, "Best time ever hanging with my favorite son, Desi." That's right, I said it. I have a favorite son, although I love all 3 of my boys with everything I have in me. Des and I have a special bond that no one else will ever match because we've grown up together. Hashtag firstborn, hashtag I love you. Let me break it down for you all. JAIME PRESSLY doesn't get that much press. When her twin boys, who are 1, are older, I have some in my teeth, they will be able to find this easily. And how do you think that's gonna make them feel? Even if I did have a favorite child, which I don't, I'll take a lie detector test on that. Even if I did, I wouldn't share that. Ever. I would take that to my grave. What do you guys think on that? Speaking of parenting, Jeff Lewis is doing so many just bizarre, questionable things in relation to his parenting or co-parenting with his ex, Gage Edwards, the former Bravo star and current radio host, says that his ex, Gage, quote, is going to torture me for the rest of my life. Talking about the father of your child like that on your radio show, yeah, it makes for good radio, but A, it incentivizes Gage to just fight you in court, which is what he's gonna do because Jeff says that he wants to have the majority of custody. He says, quote, "For her best interest, I have been fighting for the majority of the custody. I have the house, I have the infrastructure, I have the playroom, the pool, I've got the backyard, I've got the nanny, the housekeeper, and everything. Plus all of her classes and her school are within 2 miles of my house." Nightmare. That guy is a nightmare. Speaking of nightmares, the Jersey Shore cast has been trying to reach out to SAMMI SWEETHEART, who is happy with a man, living her life, and they want her back. But she's ghosting them. If you want more info on that, click the link down below. I say good on you, Sammy. Stay far away from them all, especially Ronnie. All right, People Magazine has done a report on why Prince Harry is suing the British media. People Magazine is very reputable. They say, quote, he is looking at ways to protect Meghan, and he is worried about Archie. He wants to protect his nest, and this is the only way he can think of doing so. This is driving me crazy. Big girl, you are beautiful. I would like make a compilation of like every time I was like checking, where is it? Anyways, I think his whole lawsuit thing is dumb. I'm not a fan of that. All right, let's end things on a couple of positive notes. Rihanna is opening up about turning down the Super Bowl. She says, that's not the positive thing, but she says, absolutely, I couldn't dare do that. For what? Who gains from that? Not my people. I just couldn't be a sellout. I couldn't be an enabler. There's things within that organization that I do not agree with at all, and I was not about to go and be of service to them in any way. She also talks about her albums, plural, her next one that should be out before the year is over, that's a reggae-infused album. And she says, we always went into the music this time around saying that we were going to do two different pieces of art. One was going to be inspired by the music that I grew up listening to, and one was going to be the evolution of where I'm going next with music. So that means that we're going to get the next Rihanna album after this one, not as long in between albums as this one has been in between Auntie. And finally, congratulations to Lauren Conrad. She is a new mom again for the second time. She's got a son with her husband, former Something corporate guitarist William Tell. And she also just gave birth now to another boy, Charlie Wolf Tell. Congratulations, Elsie. I just burped. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and leave a comment down below. Both of those things help with engagement. Make sure you're following my family personal channel at Perez Hilton. Turn on your notifications here and there. Get a personalized video greeting from me on the Starsona app or at starsona.com/Perez Hilton. Listen to my podcast, The Perez Hilton Podcast with Chris Booker on Apple Podcasts or directly at perezpodcast.com. Sign up for my newsletter, the Perez Hilton newsletter at pereznewsletter.com. Follow me on the website across social media. We're everywhere from Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Tumblr, and TikTok. Read PerezHilton.com every day. Share this video, and remember, you are loved. You are loved, and you are loved. I love you. I mean it. I love you. You are loved, and you are loved. Mwah!